All right, so in my video yesterday, we made a tiny bit of progress on just sort of expanding our entire farm. And of course, thanks to that video, I did get a lot of DMs from you guys over in my Discord, just giving me a bunch of different tips. But one that really stood out to me is specifically one that's been giving me a lot of giant crop, basically. If you guys remember, yesterday I briefly showed you this mango right here, and I told you that it was technically my biggest fruit that I had ever gotten. I had no idea how I got it, besides the fact that it was grown on my gold mango tree literally the very moment that I got it. So I was super excited about it, but at the end of it all, I didn't really understand how it happened till one of you guys explained to me. And if we take a look over here, this is basically what my farm is looking like right now. If you notice right up there, I have a giant coconut. If we come inside of here, I also have some pretty decent sized peppers as well. Come over to this side, there's also a pretty decent sized durian right here. Also on the other side, I actually have another decent sized durian up here. And even if we come to the other side, as of last night, I got myself finally a grape seed. I went ahead and planted that down, and I got another pretty decent amount of big sized grapes. Now, I'll be honest, to some of you guys, this might be common knowledge, but of course, I technically just started this game. So let me give you guys the quick breakdown on how exactly this works. And dude, I'm just realizing that even my apples ended up becoming huge as well. What about my dragon fruit? Nah, the dragon fruits are pretty normal for the most part. Either way, let me go ahead and collect a bunch of these mangoes so they're kind of like out of the way and they're also producing again. And then for this example, we're probably going to use my corn over here just to show you guys how much of an actual difference this makes. And the reason that I am using the corn specifically is because it does grow fairly quickly. So it's just going to make the process a lot easier. Now, here's the unfortunate reality to this, okay? So obviously, you're going to need yourself a decent amount of money. Specifically, I would say at least like $1 million, maybe a little bit less. The thing that I recently found out is that sprinklers technically don't stack. Like, for example, if I was to go ahead and grab all 18 of my basic sprinklers and place them down here, they don't really stack on top of each other as far as like what they do. But what does stack is if I place down one basic, one advanced, one master, and one godly. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to be using my master one because I only technically have one, but we are going to be dropping a basic, an advanced, and a godly. So let's go ahead and first put down our basic so that it's going ahead and covering the whole area. Next up will be our advanced. And finally, we place down our godly. So there we go. All three are now fully going. We're going to go ahead and collect all of the corn that went ahead and spawned. And you guys are going to see what this ends up turning into. In theory, because there is so many sprinklers around this, and keep in mind, this works for any crop. Technically speaking, I could probably collect some of these cranberries over here, and it'll more than likely also do it to them. And even if I went ahead and collected some of these cactuses, it also would work for them. But if you notice, look at the size of the corn that is spawning in right now, dude. It's actually insane. To put it in perspective, I actually went ahead and did this yesterday and ended up getting a 16.90 gold corn. Look at this thing, dude. Now, all of these at the bottom are just normal corn, but this one actually ended up spawning in as a gold one. Let's grab these and let's take a look over here. So we got, like I said, a gold corn that just was at the top, and then just pretty much like a couple of regular ones, but they are larger size. So this is actually going to be really good, not only for obviously if you want to get yourself a really cool looking giant fruit or vegetable or whatever it is that you're going after, but it also helps out a lot with the hungry plant quest. In my case right now, I need to find myself a wet blueberry that's bigger than 0.22 kg, which for the most part isn't really all that difficult. But sometimes he asks for like a pineapple that's a certain size or a coconut that's a certain size. This is going to be insanely useful for those situations. And of course, you can go ahead and just stack up, like, for example, a basic and an advanced. You don't really need to add the godly. If we come around to this side, you guys will notice that even the cranberries are also growing a little bit on the larger side. Nothing really too crazy because I do believe that only the godly and the advanced is actually touching this one right here. But yeah, man, it's just producing giant corn. And this is just one of those things that once one of you guys told me and I instantly tried it out and saw just how insane it is, I have been pretty much hooked. I've been doing it to pretty much every single plant, more specifically my pepper and my grape one, just because that is going to be making me the most amount of money. And oh, dude, I just realized this is ready, my bug egg. Come on, please give me something good. We opened up a bug egg yesterday and I ended up getting an ant. Today we got ourselves a caterpillar. So not really all that great, but it is what it is. Definitely beats getting another snail or another ant. So I'm okay with that. I'm going to go ahead and collect some of these grapes, or pretty much all of them, to be honest. I want to go ahead and see how much these sell for. But before we do that, let me place down sprinklers because I do want bigger ones to spawn here. Perfect. There we go. Let's see what those spawn in as. And I kind of want to get a general idea on how much these sell for. Let's grab the biggest one that was on the tree, which I believe is this one. How much does a regular one of these go for? 15,000. So nothing really too crazy. What about a wet one? 26,000. So yeah, again, nothing really too crazy. The one that I actually do want to show you guys, which is pretty insane, is one that was given to me while I was in a public server yesterday by one of you guys. And it's this gold candy blossom. If you remember in yesterday's video, I believe I showed you my best crop that I had was like 194 mil, if I'm not mistaken. This bad boy right here is worth 1 billion cash, which is absolutely insane. Literally, if I could go broke right now, I'd just sell this bad boy and I'm back to being a billionaire. But I am going to be keeping that one. I don't really want to sell it right now. But yeah, man, as far as giving you guys an update on what's going on inside of my farm, basically we went ahead and added the 2 coconut trees, which have fully grown. I believe we added maybe like 1 more durian. I have all of these mushrooms that we ended up getting because yesterday, for some reason, mushrooms were popping up in the shop like crazy. Within a span of like 27 minutes, I think there was like 58 mushrooms that spawned. And in my inventory, I still have 46 more mushroom seeds, all of which I've bought straight from the shop. Aside from that, we also got ourselves a eggplant. Finally, after wanting it for so long, we got ourselves a dragon fruit tree. I actually got 2 of them. Our peach tree is finally fixed. Thank you to one of you guys in the comment section that told me all I had to do was just rejoin. And then, of course, we added ourselves another mango tree. Just this one is a regular one. And we ended up getting ourselves a gold pineapple tree, which is also pretty exciting. So things are sort of starting to come together. There is still obviously a lot of plants that I want to get rid of. I only have them up right now just because I am sort of doing the quest over here, so I occasionally do need some stuff here. But in theory, blueberry is gonna go, strawberries are gonna go, tomatoes are gonna go, obviously the raspberries are also gonna go. There's a lot of things that I'm going to be removing, cranberries as well. And we're just going to focus on sort of like the money makers. But for the time being, because this is going to be leaving very, very soon, I'm just trying my best to go ahead and rack up on as many seeds as I can. I've gotten fairly close, just about halfway there, to getting my first crack at the premium seed pack. Doubt that I'm going to be able to get the lotus, the flytrap, or even a rainbow sack, even though technically speaking, I really want the lotus or the Venus flytrap. But it is what it is, man. Hopefully this goes ahead and helps you guys out. Oh, there's actually a legendary egg on the shop. I'm not too sure if these are worth it or not, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and buy one, just in case if in the comment section you guys tell me that it was worth it. The one thing that I've still yet to see spawn is a lightning rod. So these have to be like insanely rare because I've yet to see it. Obviously, I could just buy it for Robux, but I feel like half the fun in this game is not spending Robux. Also, I just realized just how ridiculously tall that tomato tree is. I don't even know if I want to get rid of that one. I might actually just keep that one. Anyways, man, let me know in the comment section if you already knew about this. If you didn't and you learned something, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm actually having a good time with Grow a Garden, man. It's kind of interesting. It's definitely something different. As I mentioned in my video yesterday, this weekend, we're going to be having the Lunar Glow update, which apparently is going to add like new seeds, new secrets, I think, new gears, and obviously like a nighttime or lunar type of event, or I guess in this case it's called the weather. For those of you that were asking for Bubblegum Simulator Infinity content, I'm still very much playing that as well, so be expecting videos on that here on the channel. And then of course we also have ourselves a fish update more than likely this weekend, at least I hope so. Not really looking too good over there at fish, but we'll see what ends up happening. Actually haven't heard anything whatsoever, and I don't even think we've gotten a leak. Anyways, man, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.